You're watching PTV.
This holiday, do you really want to cut corners by using a broth with MSG? Only one canned chicken broth has no MSG, so for a perfect meal, the secret is Swanson 100% natural chicken broth.
Kmart is open on Thanksgiving Day!
Kmart saves Christmas with hot deals like a 32-inch class Element LCD HD TV, only $399.99, and buy one get one free on all these board games.
They're smart, and there's Kmart smart.
PTV Live Holiday Edition is brought to you by our patrons. Kristin Kohs at the Sanctuary in Pleasant Hill, California. Gene G. Jr. Christi Turner. On the Porch with Todd and Ken. Matt and Tyler. Bay Area Doors. Chili Willy's Smokehouse Barbecue. And The Orlando Guy.
You're watching PTV Live Holiday Edition. Starring Arnie De Herrera, Doug Silva, Ben De Herrera, and Sherry Ketzel. Featuring all your favorite Christmas crafts with Sherry, holiday drink recipes, and holiday home decorating tips from the boys, holiday shopping, and so much more. It's time now for PTV Live.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to PTV Live Holiday Edition. I'm Arnie.
I'm a Doug.
I'm Ben.
I'm Sherry. Excuse me.
Oh, what's up?
Your mouth is full.
She's feeding her face.
You guys haven't eaten lunch?
I had lunch. She had a late breakfast. She wasn't that hungry when they picked up Tom's Veterans Day meal at In-N-Out Burger today. So she didn't get anything there. So now she's like peckish. And we have like a block of cream cheese down here with some wheat thins. And I'm thinking she may be polishing this whole thing off in one sitting.
Well, there goes your cholesterol.
Oh my goodness, it is good to be here. It is time for laughter. It's time for decorations. It's time for crafting. We're also going to make a cocktail, but before we get to that, I actually want to show something to everyone. So take a look. Join us Monday night, November 18th for a PTV special presentation. We will be interviewing Nick Humphreys, director of many films on television, including channels like Up TV and Hallmark Channel. It's sure to be an entertaining interview. Again, join us on PTV Live for a PTV special presentation, Monday night, November 18th.
Only on PTV.
Yay! We are very excited to welcome back Nicholas Humphreys to the show. He has been with us a couple of times.
I think twice. And this will be thrice. So he's good people. So we're doing a special presentation. It's not Well, they'll probably talk about Christmas movies, but it's going to be completely a chit-chat format. So we're going to interview him.
It'll be
gather your questions that you want to ask for a real director. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. CYNTHIA.
A $2 super chat from Cynthia Candy Mom 15. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. Nicholas has directed 3 films for the Christmas season this year. They're not on Hallmark. They're on other channels this year. So we are going to get the skinny from him as to what he's been directing.
Do we have Up TV? We can get Up TV, right?
Yes, we have Up TV.
Okay, so we're going to be watching all of Nick Humphreys. So please watch us next week.
But yeah, Nick Humphreys, director of Hallmark films, along with other channels.
And John.
They've been very busy. It's good to see you guys.
They have. But at least they emailed to us afterwards.
Yeah. But we...
Why you discombobulated? What's wrong?
What?
I'll go ahead and give that one too.
Discombobulate. No, just shut up, all of you.
No, Nicholas has been with us before. We're looking forward to it. He's got 3 films coming out. We'll talk to him about all of those, and we'll try and ask him anything else that we've discussed already, too.
Right.
So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, we got it all arranged. We get to have a hotshot director on our show.
Yeah. Let's see where Chatty is this week. Chatty is hanging out in the Crystal Grove this week. It's very pretty.
Oh, it's very blinged out. So sparkly.
Yeah. And he seems to be enjoying himself, that permagrin that he has. So
With his star zit.
I think he's grouped up.
Yeah, he has a zit that's the shape of a star.
Yeah, it's like a little birthmark.
You call it a birthmark, I call it a zit.
Okay, let's go ahead. We're going to get started by making a cocktail. This is actually a very simple drink, but rather than bring in all the bottles today and measuring spoons and things, I thought I'm going to start with the liquor already in the glass. This is 1 tablespoon of brandy,
Half an ounce.
2 tablespoons of bourbon,
An ounce.
and then we also have a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract in here. So we're starting with that. To that, we're going to be adding eggnog. 6 ounces of eggnog.
That sounds yummy.
Wow, it's even going, it's separated.
Yeah.
It's like oil and vinegar.
Exactly, but that's why we are going to stir it.
Super trashy. Oh, it's going to drip. It's going to drip. Here.
There we go. And let me give it a stir to incorporate that bourbon.
It looks like flan.
It does look like flan.
I am not a fan of flan.
I
Solidified French toast batter.
It is
Nothing wrong with that. It's actually really good. I like the chocolate cake with flan on top. That's amazing.
Where's your heritage, boy?
Yeah.
Okay.
You try it first. I'm scared.
I'm fine
There
with
it is.
chicken and rice.
Just a simple Christmas eggnog. It's powerful.
Yeah, I'll light you up.
Yep. That brandy and bourbon, pretty darn strong.
Did you put any ground nutmeg in it?
You can. I don't know if Doug wants the ground nutmeg.
Put a little in it. Make it more festive.
Okay, if you could hold the glass. And I will grind the nutmeg.
Put it down. I'm much taller than you are.
There we
Oh,
go.
yeah. It's my turn.
Only my brother with the nutmeg mill.
It needs to be colder, but it's delicious.
There it is. Paul says, I call it phlegm. Oh, so Richard has some news there. He says that the first Christmas movie, Snowy with a Chance of Christmas, already aired and is available on Prime and Apple TV.
Ooh.
We're gonna go watch that one. That will definitely be on our watch list this week.
How do you make eggnog lattes, Rachel? How do you make yours?
Good question.
Because you can't really go to places to get the fa la 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 eggnog latte.
Well, we have drink in hand, which means one thing, of course. It's time for... Oh, look at that. Yeah, you know what? That nutmeg mill is the best. It really is.
Super bougie, but we love it.
But we have our cocktail in hand. Let's get started with the Hallmark Channel movie review. Okay, there are 3 new movies every weekend minimum on Hallmark Channel during the countdown to Christmas. They step it up Thanksgiving weekend, so we'll be seeing a lot of movies that weekend. Anyway, this weekend we had Friday night trivia at St. Nick's when students all flee an elite university in Vermont for winter break. The locals and faculty hunkered down for their favorite time of year, the annual Christmas Bar Trivia Tournament. For Celeste, this event combines magic of Christmas and her greatest comfort in life, knowing the right answer. But when her colleague unexpectedly drops out of the tournament, Celeste's team must adopt Max, a new addition to the football staff at the university. Tammin Sursok was Celeste, and Max was played by Brant Doherty. We've seen Brant in many other films before.
Baker's Son.
The Baker's Son.
He's done quite a few.
I think he was also on Pretty Little Liars, the
I could
television
see
show. Anyway, Ben, your thoughts?
I'm a huge fan of trivia, and I was so looking forward to this movie, and I hated it. Enough said.
Sherry?
I don't need to say anything else about that movie.
Where's my stuff?
Doug's looking for his up thumbs and down
My thumbs up and down. Where are they?
I don't know.
You know what?
Sherry, what are your
It wasn't
thoughts?
the worst. It wasn't the worst, but it was rather on the annoying side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Doug is...
I've seen better. I've seen better. I've seen worst.
Okay.
I can't find my Mickey hand.
Well, for this movie, I blame the director. It's almost like the director turned the camera on, said, okay, do the scene. They turned it off when they were done, and then they moved on to the next scene. There was no actual direction. The actors who normally have a legitimate amount of freedom to deliver lines the way they feel they should be delivered needed more direction in this movie, because the movie was just all over the map on reactions and relationships and their chemistry. It didn't work.
I really think that you're right on that. I think the direction of the film was
ghastly,
lacking at best. Giving the actors free rein, actually not just free rein, but to the point of overacting like 90s sitcom children's stars.
There were some.
Yeah, that was how bad it was for me for this film.
I thought it was annoying as well. Blame the director. It was just not good.
I appreciate that. Michelle thought the same thing. She blamed the director.
It was not painful to watch.
No, the story was there.
Yes.
The concept could have gone much better had they had better direction. I just think it was thrown out the door. And for one thing, I heard a semi-interview on Twitter early on Friday from Brant Doherty, who was the male star of the film. This film was filmed in June in the Boston area, and apparently it was sweltering when they were filming the trivia sequence. So while they were all bundled up in sweaters and coats and hats and all that, there was no air conditioning on in the building because it makes too much noise. So they were like sweating, and they had to go take fast takes and then move on. So my guess is that they rushed through it just to get through it.
I think that's a very good possibility.
Kind of an interesting. That's probably justifiable because it was just not good.
Yeah.
I can't say anything. I give it a pity 1.
I gave it a 2.
Yeah, I gave it a 2.
And Sherry gave it a 5.
She's like in the middle of the road. Wow. Okay.
Okay. Well, I'd like to actually, before we do this, I want to bring this particular person to our attention.
Can we get some more sunshine, please?
Jim of More Sunshine Please does his show every Tuesday night on his channel, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Tomorrow night is no exception. Jim will be watching. Anyway, Saturday night was a completely different film. This was called Santa Tell Me. When Olivia finds an old letter from Santa promising she'll meet the love of her life by Christmas Eve, and that his name is Nick, she's stunned to meet not one, but 3 guys named Nick. As she navigates these holiday romances, Olivia finds herself drawn to her charming coworker, Chris, throwing her magical Christmas quest into question. Ben, your thoughts?
This film had classic Hallmark Christmas movie written all over it. From the very beginning, the way the film was executed, the character development, the interaction the woman had with the 3 prospective suitors that she was trying to figure out which she would wind up with, to the misunderstanding at the 3/4 point of the movie. Everything was textbook perfect Christmas Hallmark film. and I gave it a 10. I thought it was a really wonderful watch.
I gave
Sherry.
it a 10. I gave it a 10 as well. I thoroughly enjoyed it for the same reason. To me, it was very traditional Hallmark.
Yeah. Okay. Let me say this. For me, when they threw in Christmas magic with the letter from
Lots
Santa
of Christmas
that
magic.
glows and the letters, the words keep changing on the letter, I was hooked.
John and Daniela, we're thinking of you. Lots of Christmas magic. This movie was Christmas magic.
Yeah. I love
Christmassy.
Yeah. She knew no one named Nick going into this adventure. And within 5 minutes, she meets 3 of them.
Tries to kill one of them.
But what I loved is that the first one that they came up with was Nick A.
Oh,
Yeah.
Then Nick B. Then Nick C.
And then at the very one, his real name was Nick with a D something.
Davis.
David.
Chris Davis, but his legal name is Nick, but there are so many Nicks in the family, everyone goes by their middle name in their family. And I kind of figured that out about halfway through the movie. I went, there's a reason why she's gravitating towards her coworker, and the name Nick has to be involved. So
I took it as, Santa is Saint Nick or Kris Kringle. So I took it as that we call Santa Claus Kris Kringle or Chris or Nick.
Nicholas.
What is wrong? I hate our sound. It is something we still need to deal with. So,
but
it was perfection.
I like that Noah said that those actors were from When Calls the Heart.
Oh yeah, it doesn't have that.
I really felt that the chemistry between Olivia and Chris was so strong. They have had so much experience together.
If you like When Calls the Heart, ever watched it, that already helped make the movie great.
Daniela brought out a really good point that the movie even had a chase with a Christmas sleigh. I mean, it just there were so many boxes checked on this movie.
Yeah.
I mean,
but it was so turned into a cliche. It was a really wonderful watch.
Yeah, it went fast. Chemistry was perfection. It just followed light or wrong. You had to pay attention. It was excellent. Good feels.
Now, I saw Richard's comment about it being a disservice to compare it to The Magic of Drops as a 10 movie. So he gave it a 4.5 Orlando, which is equivalent to 9 gold crowns on our scale. But to Richard, I would say there's a difference between The Magic of Lemon Drops being a standard, maybe fallish movie or whatever they were doing, and the amount of schlock that they roll out at Christmas every year on Hallmark Channel. When you compare this movie to other Christmas movies that have already been released this season, this one is heads over all the others that have been sent out for us to watch. That's why I gave it a 10.
Personally, I would say
the
only one that came even close to that one was the holiday. Was it Our Holiday Story?
Our Holiday Story. I gave it 10 as well.
Yes,
I gave it a 10, but it was a different type of 10.
Yeah.
This one was a solid 10. I love this movie on all levels. I will rewatch this one.
Yeah, I will too.
Oh yeah,
I'm ready to watch it again.
What did we already start rewatching?
Oh,
the Sabrina the Teenage Witch one. We already actually started rewatching.
The Holiday
that.
Mismatch.
Yeah, it was on, and I'm like, put it on, keep it on. It's good.
You're glad what?
I'm also glad that they finally did something with her hair.
Richard was saying he had a problem with her hair too. Not as bad as that one chick with the bad wig.
No, it wasn't the hair.
Was bad.
He kept saying her face is oval.
I mean, we're all lopsided and oddly shaped.
You know what though? I think that was a wig that she had on, because one of the close-ups it looked like a wig to me.
She has
It could have been.
She has weird pointy teeth down here. I mean, they were like vampire teeth.
Okay.
I noticed she had really vampire teeth.
Okay,
let's
go on to movie number 3.
Very pointy teeth. Watch her teeth.
Last night's movie, which premiered, was on Sunday night, called "'Tis the Season to Be Irish." Rose A nomadic house flipper heads to Ireland to renovate and sell a cottage, but her plans are upended when she meets Sean, a local realtor determined to preserve his town's heritage. As she works on the cottage and embraces Irish Christmas traditions, Rose finds herself falling for Sean and questioning her fear of settling down. Together, they must confront their pasts and discover if love is worth taking root. This one stars Fiona Gubelman and Ewan Backen. He's obviously an Irish actor.
Just call him Sean.
Okay.
That was his name.
We can call him Ewan. I don't know. Great actor. You guys go.
I wasn't as engaged in this movie as I wanted to be. I drifted off in sleep a couple of times, and I had to rewind to catch up with what was going on. I had problems with her. Her and her vocal burn just drove me nuts through the whole movie.
Really?
Yes. And I can't take that. That is always a distraction for me, and actresses need to learn that they are all not a Kardashian.
Let me have a suckle. Let me suckle on that too.
I gave that movie a 5, and that was being generous for me.
Sherry, you?
I gave it a 7 because I felt it had the feel of Christmas, and it had the Hallmark romance in it. I wouldn't say it's their best, but it wasn't. It was.
No, anytime they
It
travel,
was entertaining.
anytime they travel overseas, you really want them to pull out all the stops for a really good story and a well acted
I thought they did
film.
fine.
This is a location.
Very nice.
It was a good location one. It wasn't as almost all of their locations are usually excellent. This was meh. It's a 5. It's middle of the road. There were some things that I was not engaged. It wasn't ghastly. It just was
Meh.
For
me, I thought it was a good middle of the road film. This is the typical film that you expect from Hallmark, just middle of the road. Not bad, not fantastic, but it was okay.
It was more St. Patrick's for me. I thought she was going to kiss the Blarney Stone. And she, he talked about the corned beef and cabbage. I mean, that made me chuckle.
All right.
So it was St. Patrick-y.
I liked the relationship between the 3 women.
Yeah, that I did like.
That was really nice.
The movie didn't. The movie did not completely fall flat.
No.
But it was the lead actress that just drove me nuts.
The side stories actually worked. It didn't. I'm not going to say it didn't help them, but usually side stories tank a movie.
See, Paul gave this one 3 Ben burritos because of the scenery was good. The movie was just average. The scenery was good. It was
beautiful.
Irishy. I just loved it. And yeah, the story was average. The pace of the movie was average. It was an average.
I was bored through the first hour.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. See, I was just OTL.
Rachel's absolutely right. She likes the honest reviews. It makes the 10s much more meaningful. And yes, I agree. I really agree with that. Okay.
Well, we don't sugarcoat it here on PTV. Hallmark, you're watching.
Before we move on, I just want to address the elephant's paw in the room. Sherry's hand is. She's not wearing a brace. Her finger it's on the road to healing. It just has like a massive scab across from where it was glued back together again.
And that bandage fell off last night, but there's still a little bit of glue there. So
yeah, but no, she's fine. Thank you all for your concern for her. Is it your right hand?
Yeah.
For her north paw.
Yeah, she's not as wounded.
Chili Willy has a different rating schedule. He's at 3.5 biscuits.
I love it. And by the way, if you're in the Greater Bay Area, his ribs are good, but he goes by briskets, and trust me.
And the sauce.
Pulled pork.
His sauce.
Oh, well.
Okay, so.
I'm the one who can help with the
I like what Alex said here, where he said the Irish movie would have been great if there was a banshee.
Okay.
It
All
was
right.
just
Now,
meh.
But they did mention leprechauns.
there is a countdown list here. We are almost halfway through the movies for the countdown to Christmas. So far for me, the best one has been definitely Santa Tell Me. Now Paul Eichenlaub is our Hallmark savant, so he has a Ben Burrito scale that we do, and his average rating for films has been 2.7 Ben Burritos so far.
Out of 5 Ben Burritos?
Out of 5 Ben Burritos.
Ben Burrito is a restaurant, a Mexican dive here in town that Ben just absolutely loves, and so there's a story behind it.
We have our Gold Crown average. We give a rating of 0 to 10 Gold Crowns, and so far the average for all the films rated has been 6.4. That's not bad. That's not bad.
That's including Sherry.
That is 3.2 on the Ben Burrito scale, which means we are 0.5 burritos or half a burrito higher than Paul.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Half a burrito.
Yeah.
That reminds me of Mama. Was it Mama's Family?
Yeah.
Was it? She said she's something shy of a
burrito shy of a combination plate.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, you can go on Chili Willy's Smokehouse Barbecue's website and you can order the barbecue sauce from him, and they're all gluten.
The link to Willy's website is actually in the description of the video. So just check there, and you can go to his shop.
Super gluten free, yummy to the tummy.
All right, so. Why don't we take a quick break here?
That was a lot of work.
That was a lot. You're watching PTV Live Holiday Edition. We will be right back.
There's a place where Christmas dreams come true. The Kmart Toy Store, where the Turnip Seeds collection is on sale. Look for the Turnip Seeds telephone that gives sounds and messages, the cassette radio, which actually plays music, and Sewmate, the sewing machine that seems like the real thing.
I got a feeling I'm gonna get something really good this Christmas. Kmart, we've got it, and we've got it good.
Join us Monday night, November 18th for a PTV special presentation. We will be interviewing Nick Humphreys, director of many films on television, including channels like Up TV and Hallmark Channel. It's sure to be an entertaining interview. Again, join us on PTV Live for a PTV special presentation Monday night, November 18th.
Only on PTV.
And now, another decorating tip from Pepper Tree Villa. When we start decorating for the season, we always pull out our essentials kit. You can use any container, even a tackle box will do. We keep all our essential go-to supplies and tools here. A pair of baseball gloves protect your hands from pokies when decorating an artificial tree. We keep a spare bag of extra light bulbs to replace burned out bulbs. 3M command hooks are handy for hanging things wherever you want them throughout your house. We keep 2 tools available throughout the season: needle nose pliers and nips for any needed job. We also have plenty of extra ornament hooks in our kit for any ornaments you receive or purchase. Floral wire is quite helpful for tying things in place. And finally, extra batteries for lighted ornaments and such. We keep our kit in an easy-to-get-to location throughout the season. And that's another decorating tip from Pepper Tree Villa.
You're watching PTV.
During that support commercial, there was a slide that showed Benji of Let's Go to the Park. I'm looking forward to watching that one. I didn't have an opportunity today to watch it, but it's a studio update at his place. He's been doing a
massive
whole
remodel, like construction.
big, massive construction project. So I'm looking forward to seeing that.
He's good people. The box went to a little tackle box. So we had a little, Ben, can you show yours? I'm just too lazy to go get mine. But we put stickers around it, and it has a handle. It used to be called an art bin, but it's like an art crafty box.
This is what I currently have. And this is what I now have.
Right, we have it black. But yeah, it's an art box.
I have to transfer this into this.
It has your little tiny screwdrivers, pliers, wire cutters, hooks. How many places? And I know Jim just said he has all 17 of those in 17 different places. Yeah. We have one.
Extra light bulb, little twist ties.
Great. D&G is on their phones. D&G, they're live every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on their channel, D&G Explorers.
Needle nose pliers. Oh, needle nose pliers to tighten the hooks on your ornaments. There's any number of things in here. I've got small ones too here, and wire snips to clip florist wire.
Little tiny scissors to cut tags off. Oh, you just need all of those.
Yeah.
And that thing gets used. That's gold.
Yeah, it really is.
A toolbox, if you do a lot of Christmas prep, a toolbox dedicated directly to Christmas is imperative.
You just keep it right beside you at all times, so whenever it goes on the table.
It's always accessible. Okay, let's get going.
Can our bumpers be any longer?
I love our bumpers.
Gosh.
I like them. They're nice. Okay. So Ben, Sherry, you have something to show us of what we're going to be tasting tonight.
Yeah. Several years ago, the 7-Up company released pomegranate flavored 7-Up for the Christmas season. It had to have been, about 7 years ago?
Oh, 10 plus.
At least.
It was before we moved into this house.
It's probably one of my favorite Christmas-related soft drink releases that's ever been done.
It really is good.
This year, they're doing something called the 7-Up Shirley Temple. And it is flavored with pomegranate and cherry. And I couldn't be more excited, because if this tastes like how I remember the old version of pomegranate Diet 7-Ups tasted, then I'm in for a treat. So,
I saw this.
Yep.
Now we have the zero sugar option.
Oh, I think I spilled on my leg.
You spilled on your leg?
I have a dot.
Do you want a napkin?
Oh, it's very red. Yeah, I think I need a swab.
but it smells like 7-Up.
Oh.
It looks great.
Okay, here we go.
That's a very nice color.
I'm a happy camper.
Oh.
I want it without the zero sugar. So I gotta go fetch and find it without it. But this is really good.
This one is the diet version.
I like that a lot.
And they do it in regular and diet. And I got the diet one because I know that would be something that I would be drinking the whole time. We found it at
delicious.
Donna, we've been looking for it as well. Ben found it
at Target.
At a Target further down the side, the East Bay?
It's absolutely amazing. I mean, even the diet is really. What's your problem?
Just choked a bit.
Oh,
I'm okay though.
Oh, great, you're dying on me.
No, I like this. This is good stuff.
It's actually delicious. This is, and if you want to spike it, you could probably put like an ounce of rum in it.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I think you can put all kinds of. You can make it very boozy.
Oh yeah, you could, but I don't need to because this stuff is delicious.
This stuff is the bee's knees.
I like it. Yeah, here come the pomegranate loving ants. Please,
no.
Michelle, no.
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 It's just it was a dot on my. I now have reverted to sweats. It's starting to get cold here in cooler here in California. Where I'm now in sweats. I have put away all my shorts.
And you know, D&G,
it is
they
November 11th.
Hold on. Donna, just to clarify, I found it in the aisle with all the soda. It was not on an end cap. So you might have to search for it specifically. So just be on the lookout for it. But yeah, you're right. It would be a good vodka mixer as well.
A lot of, rum, vodka, Southern Comfort.
Yeah.
This stuff is awesome.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Okay. Let's talk about one of our sponsors. Okay, so we have Matt and Tyler. They sponsored the...
God, that looks like Jeremy. Oh, I thought that was Jeremy. Oh, cow.
Matt is the one that's holding the brick paper that's rolled up. Matt, Tyler, thank you so much for your sponsorship. They had a great Zoom call with us. It was while we were decorating the Disney animation tree, and they received their ornaments this week. They arrived safely, and I'm glad to hear that. They will be receiving also some jam and baked goods from us a little later. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, so that's Matt and Tyler. So again, Matt and Tyler, thank you so much for sponsoring our Disney animation tree in our Christmas forest. Okay. That was the patron spotlight.
You can still sponsor a tree.
That is still available.
There's still time for Christmas.
But I sent them stuff. But you know what? We actually received some stuff this week too. All right, Ben. Sherry, show us what you got this week.
I had held out for some good pricing from the Disney store online, and I ordered a couple of ornaments to add to
your tree.
My already full Christmas tree here. I got the 2024 ornament for Disneyland.
Oh.
That's very
cute.
That's very cute.
So, yeah, it does feature Sleeping Beauty Castle. And then I also got this year's edition of the Great Mouse Detective ornament.
Oh, that's the moment when they get out of their tricky spot and they smile at the camera and say cheese.
Yes. And I love the look on the characters' faces.
That's actually a good scene.
It's a really good ornament, and it is a great scene. But that's my crap from this week.
Well, Doug just went out of the room for a second because we forgot to bring in the item that we just recently received.
I saw it as a suggestion, and that's bad. That the algorithms kind of know you and pick up little things and say, here, did you know this was out to be purchased? And who doesn't like these 1, 2, 3, 4 words? It's called a Lego Christmas train puzzle. So there's 400 pieces and they all get put together as one.
Oh my.
Oh, jeez.
It is just awesome.
You have to send me the link, Doug.
Huh?
You have to send me the link for that because
I heart it.
We will do that.
So yeah, I mean, come on.
People in our
All
family.
four puzzles connect. I mean, look how.
And you
cool
see, the
this
thing is that
we have this train.
We had, by the way, speaking of that, we did Lego Fun Time this week. You will see that in the moment of Groovy tonight. You don't want to miss that. But yeah, Lego and Christmas and train
and puzzle.
And puzzle are four of our favorite words. And we are definitely having fun.
That came last night.
We're definitely having fun with various things. The Christmas season
therapeutic.
Has been filled so far with Lego Fun Time. We're going to be having special movie nights. We're going to be baking. We're going to be having fun with puzzles.
Maybe go for a walk and look at Christmas decoration just to be one with the season.
Yeah, and Mike Feather's right. Doug does love
I do love my trains.
So, yeah. So that's what we got this week.
The Polar Express's 20th anniversary is this year.
Is it really?
It is such a great movie, but the animation sucks. I wish someone would get all the money and completely redo the movie. But keep it the exact same thing and do a redo. Because the animation is horribly creepy and bad. But the movie is so good. But if they can redo it in another type of animation or do something with the movie but keep it pretty much exactly the same music and just get rid of the creepiness, I will be so happy.
I would disagree with that. I would say get rid of the hot chocolate song.
Oh, that's a stupid scene too. They can chuck that one or put a new one in.
Okay.
But yeah, Polar Express, 20 years.
There were a lot of things that happened to us this week that we want to share with you. So let's get to that. Okay, so this happened. First of all, Sherry, what exactly happened? How did it all go about, your injury?
Last week when I was doing the craft, I was using zip ties. And I've got a zip tie gun that tightens the zip tie and then cuts it all at one time. Well, I did not realize that my little finger was underneath that close to the zip tie gun. And when I went to cut it, it grabbed my finger and cut my finger too.
Did you capture just that one time when she was actually doing it live?
I did not capture that moment when she.
You couldn't see it on camera, but it was all live.
I could do that and post it as a short.
You should. I thought you were gonna do it right when she cut herself and went, "Ow!"
And I didn't
relive the moment.
Yeah, I didn't think much about it. Ben said, "Do you need a Band-Aid?" And I said yes, because it was starting to bleed. And we finished the show, and then I went upstairs and I was showing Tom, and he looked at it and he said, I think that needs to be checked. And I thought, if he says it needs to be checked, we need to go, because he's not one to worry about stuff like that.
Meanwhile, they left me alone to forage in the kitchen all by myself for dinner.
Oh, that means Ben's got utensils at his disposal, which is kind of dangerous. Okay.
So Tom took me to ER, and he said, we're probably not going to be home till midnight. Well, it wasn't that bad, actually.
You were back in an hour.
Yeah, we were back in an hour. The emergency room was pretty empty.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
At this hospital, it's not referred to as the emergency room. It's the emergency department.
Yeah, so ED.
ED.
But it's they had so many rooms open in the department. And which one did they take me to? The very back corner one, which is the one where I was with Mom that Thanksgiving that we had to take her to the hospital for Thanksgiving.
Oh. Okay, I actually want to point this out. Captain Mickey Mouse is asking, what is this show? Just tuning in for my first time. Captain Mickey Mouse, welcome to the village. We are PTV Live. We're live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern.
So we're Christmas people. We do copious amount of Christmas trees. Right now we're up to about 47. There's going to be more. Stay tuned. Yes, something happened over the weekend.
Yeah. Okay, so Matt and Tyler trees. I've got that posted there. And the reason why I did that is because I have asked our village, as they decorate their trees, send us pictures of your trees. We want to share them with our entire village. So in this case, Matt and Tyler decorated their apartment. And there's one tree there, and I'll just post some pictures here. And you'll see them there. Very colorful, very pretty. Look at that. On top of the cabin, it's just like us.
They're so small.
And then there's a village on a table. I mean, that's really nice. And, decorate greens around the window. I love that. It's wonderful. And the village under their TV. They actually put wood blocks under the feet of the TV to raise it up so that the houses of the village didn't block the view.
That's awesome.
That's clever. I really like that. And then this one here shows another picture where you see the tree as well as the greens on the window.
I love it. I love seeing other people's decorations because, I don't want to feel like we're the only one doing this.
Exactly. So, Matt, Tyler, thank you for sending the pictures. We really appreciate that. If you have pictures of your trees, please go ahead. Send them to us, either direct message, Facebook, Instagram, or you can also send it to me at email, peppertreevilla@gmail.com. And we would be more than happy to share those Christmas tree pictures here on our show. Okay.
Here, have some more. It's
a
very
forest
delicious.
update. What does that mean? Well, it's a forest update for us. Here we have a quick view of some of the trees. Ben, you're going to be doing a video this week, but I wanted to show some of the trees right now because that's the whole point of this episode tonight. This is the Mickey room, and I'm very impressed with the colors and how they're glowing on the trees, the lights. This is the Mickey trees in the Grand Mickey Suite. Yeah, definitely there are lots over, I think it's 300 ornaments on both trees. Then we have our Hall of Experiences. This is just the beginning of it. This top shelf that you see there, we're starting to put together, but that's a tree of experiences that we've had over, the last several years. So we've got that there. This is the Decades tree here in the office over on Doug's left side.
The camera is incredible.
Yeah. But that's just 35 ornaments there. This is the anniversary tree that we have in our office. We celebrate the anniversary every year.
Lots and lots of Disney people.
Lion King is 30 years old this year, so that's the anniversary.
Yeah, Lion King's 30, Polar Express is 20, and yes, you're getting old.
This is the mouse head tree that is directly behind me right now. These are a close-up. You can see how glowy the lights are. And every ornament on that tree is a mouse head. The tree does rotate. I didn't rotate it at this point, though, so you can actually just see the ornaments. There you go. This is the snowman tree in our hall bathroom. We call the bathroom the Oasis, but then becomes the snowman. Then we have, I think there it is, the Crystal Grove. That's where Chatty is hanging out this week.
Wow.
It just shimmers on screen. I'm just really happy with the way this looks. And our mantle, of course, has colored lights with a wreath and garland from Balsam Hill. These are 3 trees put together as a grove. Here is the crystal tree.
Not rotating yet.
No, it's a Balsam Hill tree, 7.5 foot Berkshire mounted fir, or what Doug calls a Berkshire Hathaway tree. Our Disneyland Village, courtesy of the Ben Collection. Then we have our ladder that sits behind the Orlando Guy Nostalgia tree, and those are of course, those little nifty 50s ornaments from Hallmark. The top shelf has 2 trees that we call Morgan's trees, dedicated to the most wonderful time of the year. You see the one red light there for the legend of the one red candle. This is the Orlando Guy Nostalgia tree, 9 feet tall. It reaches to the ceiling, just full of 700 to 800 nostalgic ornaments with C7 lights. Our kitchen is dedicated to peppermint and gingerbread. We have a tree on top of the refrigerator, and we have garlands that are on top of the cabinet with gingerbread houses courtesy of Sherry's talent. We have our singing red and white lights blinking in the window along with some C9s on the fence. More gingerbread up there. And then down here, we have our Noelville from Hallmark. 10 buildings in a series of ornaments from Hallmark. This is our Toys and Games tree. This is dedicated, actually sponsored by Christi Turner. Thank you so much, Christi. We really appreciate that. Nothing but toys and games, almost exclusively Hallmark keepsake ornaments. And this one stands 7 feet tall. It is also a balsam hill. And I believe it's a Sonoma, calls a Sonoma Slim, I think. This is a matching tree. This is on the porch, sponsored Peanuts tree. Just all ornaments with Charlie Brown, Snoopy, and the whole Peanuts gang, including a countdown ornament there. This is quite the tree. I cannot believe we have enough ornaments to cover one of those.
It's a big tree, too. Yeah. It's like we have that many. Oh, my God.
And here is our
Nightmare Before Christmas. First year to have a Nightmare Before Christmas.
There's Doug's lanyard from the first event of the Nightmare Before Christmas holiday. Haunted Mansion holiday. And, of course, Chatty was hanging on the bar cart when I took this video. There it is. And this is the Dizzy Grove, 7 trees.
This you can't. I mean, the video is showing it, but it's a depth thing. You can't.
If I had a drone, I would fly it around the tree so you can actually see how all 7 trees fit together. There are probably somewhere between 1,300 and 1,500 ornaments on all 7 trees, and thousands of lights decorating that grove. With Mickey through the years as the toppers, as well as Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Here we have one of our blow molds underneath the Pixar animation tree, and then also the Shiny Bright tree, which has nothing but the glass baubles from Shiny Bright and ornaments that look like Shiny Bright, with tinsel, of course. On top of the tchotchke closet, we have 2 trees that are dedicated to pine cones because of Doug's love of pine cones.
Obsession. Yeah, it's obsession.
We have our Disney animation tree as well as our copper pot tree. That one took a long time to put together. The copper pot tree.
It has lights and ornaments, and it looks like a tree. It's a tree of pots, so it's a tree.
And then we have the Target tree with Sherry's sublimation ornament.
Sublimation.
On top. And then next
all
to
the
that,
Target toys.
All the Target toys. And then next to that, a Hallmark tree with 3 different collections of Hallmark ornaments with Rodney on top. And it all sits inside a basket that we got from the Hallmark Gold Crown store in beautiful downtown Pleasant Hill, Amy's Hallmark, before they went out of business.
We were dumpster diving. They were going to throw all of this away. So we took it out of the trash.
This is our Season's Treatings tree that hangs on the wall with lots of gumdrops and other candies to decorate. And that is also with our harvest garland. All the blinking lights and the harvest stuff. Those harvest picks, the fall picks, will be coming out on Thanksgiving night. And on Friday, we'll be decorating it with
winter berries.
With winter berries and other Christmas decor. So, yeah, that's the Forest update.
And it's growing.
And Ben, tell us about Life with Ben. What's going on with that this week?
I'll give you all a more in-depth look at the forest. So I will take you on a tour like Arnie did. Arnie just did a real, very, very simple, quick shot of everything. But I'll be taking you on a closer look. And it's, oh my gosh, that episode is 18 minutes long, I think. Wow. There's just a lot to cover because of the amount of work that went into setting up everything with the forestry this year.
Yeah.
So that'll be out on Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific, right here on Pepper Tree Villa.
Let's see. And people are talking about the copper. The copper pots were actually inherited, from a friend that passed away 2 years ago.
They were bequeathed to me,
and that is Tom's favorite tree.
Yeah, he immediately said it. And there's a giant gingerbread. I need to get a little bow on him, but you can see him from the side.
Drive-through experience.
A drive-through experience. We need to do like at Doom Buggies or those. Omnimovers.
Omnimovers, that's it.
Like what Bob Gurr created for Journey Through Inner Space,
Spaceship
Earth, and
Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion, but you're in a sleigh.
Yeah.
And
So-
you go around and we can rotate you on an Omnimover and take you around the house.
I wanted to make sure to bring up Lego Fun Time again because we are going to be doing that for the Mona Groovy. You'll see how we put together our Christmas candle that is now sitting on the coffee table in the family room here at the villa.
So cool.
Oh, you
It
did
was like really detailed.
Mara says, Arnie's at a drive-by. Ben is giving a scenic view.
Yeah, we could kind of like everybody really wants to see this.
It's a good way of putting it, Mar. So, yeah. All
Thank
right.
you all for the kind words.
Thank you so much.
Lots of work.
It is
We
a lot
love
of work,
it.
but we
and we love
doing it.
sharing it with you guys too.
So, okay. We're going to take another quick break, and then we're going to come back for Craft Time with Sherry. You're watching PTV Live Holiday Edition.
You're gonna make it after all.
Welcome to the heartbeat of Orlando, where style meets the Sunshine State. Express your love for Orlando with our casual line of clothing, celebrating the iconic 407 area code. Feel the vibe. Wear the pride. 407 Original Brand Apparel. Available at theorlandoguy.com.
You're watching PTV.
PTV Live Holiday Edition is not the only place to get your Christmas fix. Check out this Christmas content from our patrons at On the Porch. Todd hosts his Yuletide fun on his YouTube channel, Christmas Clatter, live on Wednesday nights at 9 Eastern, 8 Central. And Ken has his podcast from the Arctic Circle. Listen to the North Pole News Dispatch at your favorite place to find podcasts. And of course, PTV Live Holiday Edition is live every Monday night at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. Join us Monday night, November 18th for a PTV special presentation. We will be interviewing Nick Humphreys, director of many films on television, including channels like Up TV and Hallmark Channel. It's sure to be an entertaining interview. Again, join us on PTV Live for a PTV special presentation Monday night, November 18th.
Only on PTV.
The best buys at Montgomery Ward this week are VCRs. You save 25 to 50% on all VCRs, including Sony and Zenith.
But the best buy is this VCR with wireless remote for $249.
No, the best buy is this Magnavox Deluxe VCR for $299.
Actually, the best buy is this hi-fi stereo VCR at half price. You'll save $350.
Shop early for the best buys at Montgomery Ward. We're good shoppers, you're good shoppers. That's why it works.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
VHS.
So Donna actually asked us a question that I wanted to highlight here.
I don't even know how to explain it.
She asks, may I ask how you get the plushies to stay on top of the trees? Okay. all of the plushies actually have, well, most of the plushies have like a rod or something that is attached to them in back.
So what I did is I put 3 wooden kebab skewers, and I bundled it together, and then I got really fine floral wire, and I basically, put them around his neck so you can't see it, and his belt. So I tied the plushies to the skewers, and then we put the skewers inside the tree, so the Mickeys are perfectly standing, and because they would flop over. But it looks perfect. You can't even tell. But yeah, they're stuck. They're inside they're attached to poles. Like, I use 3 wooden skewers, and you can get them at Dollar Tree, or you can get any kind of dowel, and then just put it in. And then I wired it inside. Ben was there when he did it, and he was fascinated. That I created it right off because Arnie could not get the plushies to sit, and they were all hunched over, and they looked like they were going to attack you. I'm like, watch this. So
no, it wasn't just that. If you look at the forest update that I did when we were working on the Disney Grove, you'll see that they were leaning to the side, either to the right or to the left. They looked like they were ready to fall off. So something happened.
Yeah.
So there's
and Doug came up with that on the fly.
I never. Well, it is a proctologist. No, I don't shove the stick up his butt. So it just kind of goes behind clothes or on the back, and you can't really tell. But just leave my sticks alone.
Okay. Sherry, I hope you have sticks in your craft. Let's go with craft time for Sherry. Okay, Sherry, we're going to have some craft time with you. What's going on?
Well, what I wanted to do, I didn't really have time to get it to a point where I thought we could work with it here. So I'm doing something different because I was away all weekend. So what we're going to do, I'm going to teach you how to do these pom-pom bows out of ribbon.
Oh,
for, little packages and things. Now this one I did with ribbon that is, I'll tell you how wide it is.
It looks like 3/4 of an inch.
No, 5/8. Is that what it is?
It is 5/8.
Yeah, 5/8. 5/8 of an inch. But I am also doing one because the way I learned how to do them was with ribbon that was narrower. So I'm going back to the 3/8 inch ribbon. So what you're going to need are 3 ribbons. You're going to cut them into 3-inch pieces, and you're going to need a total of 30, so 10 of each of these. And I already started working with them. So what I am doing is you just take it, fold it in half, and take a needle with thread, doubled and knotted so that you don't lose all the other ones on your end. And just
So it's kind of like stringing popcorn.
it's like stringing popcorn. It's just that you're making little loops of ribbon that are like that. So they're 1.5 inches.
And you alternate this 10 times?
Huh?
You alternate this 10 times? So you go through these 3 and then you
alternate,
3?
Yeah. Alternate the ribbons. And then...
and this is just normal sewing thread?
This is regular sewing thread. And you need... I like to use a needle that's a bit longer than what you would use for regular sewing, simply so that you can have a lot of room to work on.
I call those plastic canvas needles.
Yeah. Only they have to have a point, otherwise you can't get it.
Yeah, I had when I did plastic canvas as a kid, and I needle pointed. There were big needles.
Yeah, but they didn't have a point, a sharp point on them.
True.
No,
They were
those
rounded.
were metal, not plastic, though.
But you wanted to make sure.
Yeah, but still,
that they
they've
had
got a rounded tip. Okay, so now that I've got them all on, you need to make sure that they're all in the same
What
direction.
about that one?
I don't need that one. That one was an extra.
Oh. So that you got 11 of those strips?
Yeah. Okay, so I just make sure I put them down kind of so that they look like that.
Like an NBC peacock.
Yeah. And then I just make
Of
sure
course,
that they're
man.
all, then I make sure that they're all that way, facing the same direction so that you don't get a tangled mess. And you just pull them together. And then the other end I pulled out so that I'd have something to tie with. And then I just cut the thread off, get rid of the needle. And then you just...
Well, put the needle to the side. She doesn't throw it away.
And then you just start tying it together. Get rid of the knot. I don't need that anymore.
Here, move up a little bit.
Yeah, thank you.
You just start tying it together.
Huh.
And a mix of pom-pom. How creative.
So that if you want a really cute bow, pom-pom bow, and then what I do is I just hold the thread and I just start fooling around with it and pulling them all out.
We need to have Target ribbon made so we can make Target bows on our...
Oh, that'd be cute.
So where can you get custom ribbon printed so we can make Target ribbon?
You
Put
could
the
do
logo
that
on it.
if you use polyester ribbon, Doug, you can sublimate the design right onto the ribbon.
Sublimation.
3 inches.
Huh?
I just want little circles on white ribbon, and then I'll do red ribbon and white ribbon, and then one of the ribbons will have the Target logo on it, and we could put it on our toys that will never open.
You just fluff with it until you get it to how you like it, and then when you're done with it, and I didn't bring any of it down because, like I said, I was gone all weekend and got home this afternoon. But what I will do is I will, now that the knot is in place, I will trim it. And then I will get a little piece of round piece of felt to put on the bottom and glue it so that it stays in place.
So that's what you didn't bring down.
That's what I did not bring down.
Oh, but that'll hide the little knot that keeps it secure.
And it makes a flat base.
It gives it a base.
And it finishes the ribbon.
Yeah, so these can be used on little packages. They can be used to put onto headbands if you're into making headbands for little girls or barrette.
You could even put them in pom-pom to make them round and use them as Christmas ornaments, couldn't you?
You could. You could make 2 of them and glue them together. But I would definitely put the
that could be a boutonniere, or the thing you put on your slide, like a corsage.
That would be cute.
That's what it would look like if you had 2 of them together.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
So it'd be like a kissing ball.
That's a lot nicer than the so-called jingle bell ball that I tried putting together last year or the year before.
And mine fell apart. That thing was a mess.
That was a disaster.
Yeah, that was just a mess. And you can use these, yes. Elise and Neil. The great thing about it is that when you tell everybody to open up their package, it will be attached, but you can reuse these every single year.
Actually, that would be cute. You could use them like on hair barrettes or whatever, and just put them in someone's hair.
Yeah.
So many uses.
Ben, can you present it to your camera in front so we can get a real good shot at it?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you can reuse these, or you can make them. What
Yeah,
if you want them bigger? You do 6 inches?
Yeah, that's really nice.
I don't know. I've never tried making them bigger because I'm afraid that if I made them bigger, because even on this pom-pom,
The shiny one.
I was a little concerned that the ribbon was wider and I didn't know how it would turn out.
But it's really cute.
Yeah, it turned out very cute. But yeah, I don't think I would go much bigger.
Oh, so you don't want to do like half of a basketball size?
That's right. So cute. But D&G, yes, you make crafts look so easy. She does.
You can always put that bow on like that special gift that someone wanted. You know, everybody else gets all the packages you get.
Well,
so that was cool.
Yes.
Guys, let me tell you, you can make these and put them on a nice jewelry box for somebody special.
I think she's throwing out
Probably so.
Silver and gold. Silver and gold.
So anyway, that's one thing. That's one thing you can do with ribbon.
Well, thank you.
That was beautiful.
Yeah,
I
I'll
love
give
it.
that applause again. Thank you so much, Sherry. That will probably be separated out as a separate video. I just recently did that with Sherry's video or Sherry's demo of the doily Christmas tree. That video will be going live tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. Tune in and you can watch Sherry with another craft doing the doily Christmas tree.
Yeah, I also had to do something that didn't require a lot of dexterity because my finger is still kind of
tender.
Well, I wouldn't say tender, but I don't want
She
to
doesn't-
open it.
She doesn't need to. She doesn't need to open up another wound.
No.
Is it on your pinky? Where is it again?
Pinky.
Oh.
Overhead on, Arnie. I'll show you.
Okay. At least, Sherry, at least it's not your dominant hand. Oh, wow.
That's going to leave a scar.
At least it's healing.
That's
okay, yeah. You all get to see it on camera. Imagine her shoving it in your face in person.
Here, see? Smell this.
So yeah, it is a wonky pinky now.
Oh yeah, I've had my share of. We all have our share of
Kitchen injuries.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Kitchen injuries, definitely.
No, actually, I probably burned myself more than I've cut myself.
Well, yeah, with cooking.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna hurt. Or I put my hand in the freezer and he's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "I think I got an owie." It's like, that hurt.
Well, I'd like to thank Cynthia.
Yes, thank
Candy
you.
Mom 15 for the super chat tonight. Thank you so much.
There's a little chili pepper on the side.
Yeah,
By the time they figured out they couldn't do this, there'd be a broken TV. No, this one is very easy.
Hey, I said that it was like stringing popcorn, and if I could notice that observation, then practically anyone could do that.
Yeah.
I would just be fearful of poking myself with a needle.
Well, we could give you a handful of thimbles. We put a thimble in everything.
I'd still find a way to injure myself.
Yeah, he probably would. Everyone, thank you so much for watching tonight. Again, be with us next Monday night when we have an opportunity to interview Nicholas Humphreys, television director for many movies that are seen on Hallmark Channel, Up TV, and other channels as well. I'm really looking forward to that.
It's going to be fun.
He's a lot of fun, full of information. Come prepared to ask him questions. And when you're here, drop them in the chat and we will see how many of the questions we can get to. One more.
What was the name of the movie that you can see streaming already?
Sir Richard already told us and I forgot. It's on Netflix, I believe. Type in
No,
the...
it's on Prime.
It's on Prime.
I thought it was Prime and Netflix.
No, Prime and Apple.
Oh, Prime and Apple TV.
It's Snowy with a Chance of Christmas.
Oh, it's on Prime and Apple TV. I think everybody here has either Prime or Apple TV.
I wanted to say Snowy Chance of Meatballs.
Okay, stop kicking the leg of the camera.
I'm sorry.
Peter, thank you. Everyone, thank you so much for tonight's show. It was a lot of fun. We had a great time. We'll be here next week for that interview. It will be an exclusive show where we are interviewing him, so it's going to be a different format for us. But still, it will be PTV Live. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. Get ready for the moment of groovy where you're going to be experiencing Lego Fun Time with us, where we make our Christmas candle. In the meantime, everyone, I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
I'm Ben.
I'm Sherry.
You've been watching PTV Live Holiday Edition here on Pepper Tree Villa. Everyone, have a magical evening. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. And now it's time for your moment of groovy. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
PTV Live Holiday Edition has been brought to you by our patrons. Kristin Kohs at the Sanctuary in Pleasant Hill, California. Gene G. Jr. Christy Turner. On the Porch with Todd and Ken. Matt and Tyler. Bay Area Doors. Chili Willy's Smokehouse Barbecue. And The Orlando Guy.